Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your week. We are closing out spring break here in my family, and I wanted to come on this afternoon and have a really great conversation with a good friend of mine, Brandi Riley. She is the founder of Courage to Earn. Courage to Earn is a community for digital influencers, and we are committed to earning our worth. We're not afraid to talk about money. We are committed to owning our value, and when we are going out and we are intentional with the contracts that we secure and showing ourselves in a very positive light within the digital community and making that money. Anyone that has been a part of any of my other broadcasts before know that one of my favorite words is profitable. And so when it comes to that, when it comes to being profitable, I love to align myself with others that are doing just that. And Brandi has a method that she calls the BERG Method. And if you are connected with me on other social media platforms, you may have heard me make mention of it, that I have been implementing this. This is actually one of my April goals, that I will be implementing and doing the BERG, or as I call it, BERGing, on a daily basis. And so I wanted to bring Brandi on to have a conversation about exactly what the BERG Method is, so that you all could hear it directly from her, because I want to make sure I'm really big on giving credit to where credit is due in this entrepreneurial journey that I have. I have been blessed to connect with a lot of different people, and I have been able to really just glean from them the knowledge that they have and apply it to my business so that I am able to be successful. And that is something that I want for all of those that are part of my community here, whether it's here as a part of MD Garrett Enterprises, with my blog Divas with a Purpose, and then also just in life in general. I'm preparing for my monthly accountability meeting, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm waiting for Brandi to come on so that I can bring her on the screen and we can talk about this. We can talk about the BERG Method and how it works for us. There she goes. I see her now. I'm going to tap on the screen and invite her, please. I always love the joy of live streaming when you're holding your breath, hoping that it works, and it works. Hi,
Hi.
got our black on with our purple, our pops of purple. How are you today?
Good. Hi, friend. How are you?
I always love seeing your face, and you've got a beautiful smile as always. I was just sharing how awesome you are with everyone.
Oh, please don't let me stop you. Go.
But in all seriously, I was explaining to them, I haven't exactly explained what the BERG Method is, but I was telling them just how awesome you are with Courage to Earn, what Courage to Earn is, and how I have made a commitment for the month of April. That's one of my goals for April, is to BERG every day. And so I want you to explain what it is, but before we get into that, please definitely do your own introduction and explain to the people like where BERG came from, how you started it, and how not just digital influencers, but entrepreneurs in general can utilize this method to bring in consistent income within their businesses.
Okay. All right. Well, for those of you who I haven't met, I'm Brandi Riley. I am the founder of a group called Courage to Earn. It's a community of outrageously brave entrepreneurs. It's primarily women, and the goal of it is to be totally transparent when it comes to earning money. So we share tips, we share resources, we share actual figures. We are about business up in that group. In addition to that, my business is actually Mama Knows It All, which is a family lifestyle site, mamaknowsitall.com. As an entrepreneur and being someone who has worked for years and years and years for other people, I kind of was free falling a little bit when I became an entrepreneur. Like having all of that time to be able to do what I want, when I want, it was too much for me. So there were days when I just wouldn't do anything, or I would sign online to write a blog post or to pitch or to do something where I'm going to move my business forward. And I would just scroll and scroll and scroll through Facebook. So I realized I needed to do something different. Michelle, I realized I needed to do something different. So, I read a lot of business books. I follow a lot of business podcasts, and just I'm a student of business. And I realized, okay, what works for other businesses? Well, the one thing that I know works is consistency. So every single day, without fail, I get an email from Target. I get an email from Gymboree and from Carter's. I get 5 or 6 emails from some places. There was this one clog, like shoe clog, ugly clogs, y'all. Ugly clogs. And they would email me, I swear, 6 or 7 times a day. And these shoes were ugly. And I would unsubscribe and I would get an email from another section. Like it would be like, oh, this is the clog email and this is the really ugly clog email. Like you're on 20 different lists. And I'm like, you know what? If they are doing this consistently in order to make sure that people are buying stuff, they're being in front of people, what do I need to do? So that's where the BERG method came up with. I love acronyms, so I was hoping to find something that made a word. And fortunately, just these 4 actions actually do that. So, Shell, do you want me to talk about it?
Yes.
Okay. So BERG is a system that is a daily action system to help you to stay consistent in growing your business. It stands for book, earn, receive, and grow. The book part is what you need to be doing to make sure you're planting seeds for financial things to happen in the future. So that could be signing a contract. You're signing a contract, you're not getting paid for it right now, but you know that down the line you can expect that money. It could be that you are scheduling to go on a podcast, because with that you are promoting yourself, you're planting seeds for visibility, which is going to help down the line when you need an audience to sell things to. So every single day it's easy to book. And even if you don't have anyone to book for, like if you don't have anything of your own to book, you can book your own stuff. So I will book myself on my Facebook page and I will talk about, you know, pitching, and I'll share a link to my pitch ebook. And 9 times out of 10, when I go live, if I share information about something I'm selling, I'm able to earn income. That's what the E is, or I'm able actually to receive income. The earn income, the E part is earn. Earn is like when you go to work every day and you put in your work, you know, you do your reports and all that kind of stuff. You're not getting paid that day. You're getting paid every 2 weeks or once a month or whatever like that. But every day that you go in, you're earning income. So that's the things like writing blog posts. That's crocheting. If you're like a artist type person, that's when you crochet and actually make the product that you're going to sell. I know that in our community, we have a lot of jewelry makers. That's the day that you're making the earrings. Earning is what you are doing that day to make sure that you'll be able to receive at some point in your business life, which hopefully it'll be every day. That's the next thing, receive. Every single day. I think about, like, again, Target, I think about Walmart, I think about any big business. If they are not receiving money every day, the business is not working. So even as smaller entrepreneurs, we should be thinking about, how can I make sure that every single day I'm receiving something? I should be getting paid something. Now, you might still get that and pay yourself a salary, like put it all in the bank and then pay yourself a salary every 2 weeks. But your business as a whole should be receiving something every day. That's the checks from the things that you earn, from the freelance article that you earned that you wrote yesterday. That's the check that you got for it. That's the PayPal that you get for selling an ebook or selling a t-shirt or selling a pair of earrings. Receiving is something you should be doing every day. And then G, the grow. Every single one of these things is just as important as the last. Grow seems like it's like the busy work, but it's really the thing that's going to make sure your business stays on course. So that could be scheduling social media. That could be sending invoices. That could be going out and networking with people so that you have people to network and connect with to be on their podcast. But every single day, if you do these things, you will find that your business will grow. Being intentional and consistent about it is really the key, because if you do it once a month, it's not going to be enough.
No, it's not. And you used 2 of my favorite words. So I am really big on being focused, consistent, and strategic with your time and action.
Yes.
I think that's why I really love the BERG method, because it's an outline, like literally, and I should have had my planner here with me, but in my planner, each day I have BERG written out in a line. And as I check off things to do, I as I do each of those items, I just have to put a check mark next to it. And so my daily
Yep.
goal is to make sure that I can check off each of those items. Now, the social media influencer side of me, some of this, it seems easier, but as an entrepreneur with I have a coaching business, and then I also have my product-based business. It was
Yeah.
a stretch for me, and I think a lot of the women that I work with and I talk to on a regular basis, that is where the stretch for them is, because sometimes, we're used to promoting ourselves, we're used to doing it, but
Right.
you're thinking about, I have to do this every day. Like, it seems so big and time
Right.
consuming, but it really isn't. It really isn't. Once
No,
you
it
get
really
the
isn't.
routine.
And especially if you're being creative about the way that you're berging, so like I said, with booking, you can book yourself on a podcast, or you can create a podcast on Anchor. Anybody can do a podcast, so maybe you just do a special series and you're like, you know what, I'm going to do a 4-part series. I'm going to do it on Anchor and I'm going to put that out. That's your booking. You're promoting yourself. You're creating an opportunity for more visibility for yourself. For something like Grow, it could be that you are, you open up a Zoom screen and you tell people, hey guys, I'm going to be here at 8 o'clock if anybody wants to come on and let's just chit chat. There are so many different creative ways of things that you can do. Some of the things that I do in my big group, Courage to Earn. So I have 2 groups. I have Courage to Earn, and then I have a smaller, more focused accountability group, Courage to Earn More. So in Courage to Earn More, every single week I do a live review where I go live and I answer questions and I let people really see what I'm good at. This is why you guys are investing in working with me, because this is what I do well. So in my big group, that's a free group. There's a lot of people in there. I do it once a month just to kind of give that opportunity again to promote myself, to be able to grow. I've gotten people who reached out to me after that to say, hey, I would love more information about what you do. I would love to talk to you in more detail. Let's do that. So even if you're a realtor, if you go live on your personal page and say, hey guys, I get this question a lot, because you guys know, as entrepreneurs, we get those questions. Like, people know that you sell houses. They're going to reach out to you. Hey girl, I'm about to buy a house. Give me some advice. So you can go on and say, these are the 3 most frequent questions I get. Let me just answer those for you here so you can know. If you need more help, you want more advice, you're looking for a realtor, you need somebody to help you sell your house or help you find a house to buy, here's my information. Like, it doesn't have to be a hard sell, but for each of these things, there is always something that you can do in order to move your business forward.
And it's interesting that you use the realtor example. I have a really good friend that I connected with via Periscope, and she is a realtor, and she goes and she periscopes on a regular basis, and she talks about her real estate business. And she recently did a broadcast where she said that, she had done herself a disservice because she was not being intentional about letting people know that she can help them purchase homes. So she lives in California, and Lala, if you're watching this, hey, and I can call her name because, like I said, she said this on Periscope, and she was very open about it. But when she was talking to people about real estate, she was not consistently letting them know that I can help you purchase your home no matter where you live. Like, you don't have to live in this state for me to help you purchase your home. So when people were coming to her and saying, hey, I just bought my first house, and she was like, but you didn't tell me you were buying a house, And one of those things is like that light bulb goes on, that be consistent with letting people know. Like, we have to tell them, this is how I can help you. You don't have to be my next door neighbor. You don't have to live in my state. So by doing those broadcasts, and then at the end of your broadcast, you say, no matter where you live, I can help you. This is the way that I can do this, and then promoting that. So that was a really, really good thing that you said. And then something else, when you were talking about booking yourself on and doing your own podcast, again, when we do these live streams, I know a lot in my community do live streams, are we consistently letting people know, hey, I'm available if you need me to come on your Periscope or your podcast or your virtual summit or whatever. I'm here.
Right.
Reach out to me because you're watching my live stream, so you already know why I do these things. So book yourself. Like, book yourself, other people book you, so that you can earn, receive, and continue to grow. So I love Brandi.
Exactly.
That's like it's ingenious. I'm so glad that Brandi has shared it. And if you commit to doing it, like, I want to issue a challenge, like, for the rest of April, If you
Challenge. I love challenges.
That's
Yes.
why I love to do challenges. If you commit to doing a BERG like every single day, and so even on my off
Hmm.
days, like today's Sunday, I'm off.
Yeah.
Spring break. But even while I was on spring break, I made it a point to do something that related to BERG every day. And
Yeah.
while I was on spring break, guess what, y'all? I was making money.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. And you know, the thing about being intentional about it is that you start off and you're a little nervous, you know, so you're like, okay, I don't have any B today. I don't have any R today, you know, but you get to like day 10 and you're tired of not having any R's. You're tired of not having any E's, you know, you're tired of not earning or receiving or growing. So then that's when you start to like break through the walls, break through the things that are kind of holding you back, making you feel embarrassed or ashamed about letting people know that you need to earn income, you know, letting people know that if they pay you, you can help them, or telling people about your special skills or special talents that are for hire. So you get to that point where you're like, you know what, I need to get some R's in here. So I'm going to send out an email.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm going to let people know that this is out there. And if they want it as a resource, it's only $5 or it's only $10 or whatever it is. You start to kind of feel yourself being stronger as an entrepreneur. And we really do have to work those muscles. You know, I mean, like being an entrepreneur is hard. Selling is hard. And selling, even in our industry as social media influencers, is very challenging because people feel like, you know, there's so many people selling stuff. There's so much information on the internet. It feels like you can get it for free. So what makes you special? And then we kind of internalize that. What makes me special? But the more you BERG and you start saying, okay, I'm booking this podcast, I'm sharing my story. I'm doing this live stream, I'm sharing my story. I'm hearing feedback, I'm getting comments. I'm growing, I'm going out and networking, and I'm having to explain what I do to people. Then you start to see what makes you special and what makes you worth the income that you want to earn, and what makes you worth what you're charging people to be able to work with you. So it's kind of a full circle thing. You know, it starts off as just being a simple system. And the more you work it, the stronger you get.
The more you work it, the stronger you get, the easier
Mm-hmm.
it gets, and the more you earn.
Yes.
What's that?
Yes.
That's the
Because
point.
that's the goal. That's the goal. As much as we love doing stuff because our heart is in it, and as much as we're called to do things, you know, spending time. I have a child here. I have two kids, but one is at church and one is upstairs not feeling great. My husband is here upstairs looking great. You know, like for me to give of myself to others, there has to be something else in it besides just me feeling good. Because there are other things that I could do that would take much less energy and much less time away from my family than me feeling good. So being intentional about like, how am I doing this work? How am I charging people? What am I charging them for? Is really important to me. You know, and until we all kind of like, as women, we allow ourselves to need to earn and to understand that we should be paid for our talents and our specialties, then we are going to continue to be those type of women who are burnt out, who are exhausted, who are going to the hospital for dehydration. I've been there, and crazy stuff like that. And we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. We need to work our systems, whatever system works for us. I think BERG will work for y'all, but whatever system works for you, work for that. Focus on what our end goal is and or our continuing goal is, and be intentional about the time that we're pouring into other people.
Yes.
We have to do that. We have to do that. And with BERG, it allows me to do that, because that, in partnership with time blocking, I'm able to say, okay, I have messages in my inbox, but right now I'm working on I'm earning. So I need to get these blog posts written. You know, I'm earning. I need to focus on, you know, or I'm growing. I need to make sure I get these invoices in so that I can receive, you know, 2 weeks from now. So being intentional is incredibly important for us.
Yeah, and I love, because sometimes, and I like that you mentioned like the ebooks and the different resources that we have. I think sometimes as entrepreneurs, we get so focused on those large amounts and, you know, booking a coaching session, or if I'm on an event or something, that we forget about the smaller resources that we have, and we don't put them on a regular basis. Like every entrepreneur, no matter what your business is, you should have some type of small dollar book or product
Yeah.
or resource. So
Yeah.
for many of us, it could be an ebook that kind of puts together all of our knowledge. All you have to do is promote that and let people know on a regular basis, hey, I have this available, so that you can have that. Those small numbers add up. Like with
They
your
do.
and even with you, because you have your, is it the which book is it? It's the pitching book. Hi there,
The
team out
pitch
there.
book.
Yeah, you like, that's a book that you put together that just teaches people how
Mhm.
to pitch themselves. And it's a book
Right.
that, even if you're not a social media influencers per se, as a entrepreneur, I have used that in different ways. But your pitch book is how much?
Well, it was $5 and I sold hundreds and hundreds of them, but with that, so I need another low product thing, but that, now it's $30. And it comes with two other books, but I had that for years and years and years. And not only was I able to earn income, and I've said before, like if I ever needed gas, I could sell 4 of those books,
Mm-hmm.
have $20 and put some gas in my tank, and some people might say, well, as an entrepreneur, you should be having way more than $20. But as an entrepreneur, sometimes we are broke. We are putting everything that we have into our business, into paying taxes, into trying to take care of our homes, so we need to get as like those little amounts. There are some days when you're just like, man, if I only had $5, I would go to McDonald's and get me a chicken McNuggets meal. Let me sell one of these
You know, with McDonald's, because there's no. I will go to McDonald's at any time and get my the apple pie, and my hot fudge sundae. Look, I feel you on
Yes, that's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my special treat. I can get 2 hot apple pies and, for the cost of one book and still have change left over.
that. So I see we got, okay, so Michelle Brocious is watching. Hey there, Michelle. She said she's going to go share her ebook right now. She has an eBay ebook that she does.
Good.
And it's those little things, like we forget about them and we don't
Yep.
promote them on a regular basis. It makes a difference, y'all.
Yes.
But it also opens the door for people to learn more about you. So now that they've invested that, that 5, 10, 15, and even the $30 that you have for the bundle, if you apply the practices that you put within that bundle of books, I'm telling you, there are people that have made, like Brandi undersells herself a lot. I can say that because I'm her friend and I love her, but there are people that have made thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, like 10, 20, 30, $40,000 from the practices that she has outlined in her books and in her coaching sessions and even in the free group that she has. And so, $30 investment, and if I apply these things and I have a great product, then I'm going to make like 100 times my investment. Come on, y'all. So the same thing can be said and applied. Like, what do you have within your arsenal of talents and within your knowledge that you can put together so that you are earning and receiving on a regular basis to help other people grow so that they can make more money and be better in their personal and professional lives? So I think that's awesome.
That's right. And also having those type of products makes it easier for people to book you, because then they're not just kind of relying on you sending over a bio, here's what I could talk about, but they're actually making sure that they bring on a guest that has a reputation of doing this or of doing that, because they have proof, they have a book, they have a course, they have, something that helps them to help you even better. So that can be what you're working on for your grow for a week, just going through old pieces of content that you put together. And even if you're not a social media influencer, I know so many women who are experts in different ways, and they just share these such important status updates on Facebook and tweets on Twitter. Like, you can go back through and pull those things down and piece them together into a short ebook or into a long ebook, or figure out a way that you can use that content to be able to grow your business.
Exactly.
We give away so much stuff for free, and it's good because it helps people to get to know you. It's exposure. It's part of that booking type thing. That's why we do podcasts and things like that. But at the same time, we can't deplete all of our personal resources to the point where we're giving it all away on Facebook status updates and we don't have an ebook to show for it, you know?
Exactly. So I know I appreciate you because it's Sunday and I know you've taken away from your family time to come on here and chat with us. Do you have anything that's coming up or anything that you want to share with my community to let them know how they can connect with you, how they can support you? And then I'm going to slide something in at the end real quick.
Yes. So you guys, if you are positive and upbeat, you can come to bit.ly/Courage to Earn group. Michelle is the director of community there. So you will be comfortable. You will know her. It's not just for influencers. It is definitely very influencer heavy. But as our industry changes, so does the group. And many of the influencers are becoming entrepreneurs in different ways. And so we're moving along with that tide. So bit.ly/Courage to Earn group. Would love for you to join us. And then you can go to bit.ly/pitch shop, PITCH shop. I have a necklace for sale. I have that pitch book bundle that Michelle and I have been talking about. And then there is a half an hour coaching if you guys are interested. So thank you so much, Michelle, for having me. Anytime. You know, you are my girl. So, I mean, if you call me at midnight, I will get up and come and turn on my lights. I might have my robe on, but I will be here.
Look, don't give me any ideas. Like, those are some of the best conversations, though. I appreciate you. Brandi is actually going to be at my upcoming retreat in October. So if you are a part of that retreat or you're still on the fence about whether or not you want to join us, Brandi will actually be there. And I'm going to hold on to it a little bit more because, Brandi's going to be doing something really special at that retreat. I haven't even told her. So let me tell y'all something. When you have really good friends. Yeah. See, that's what you do. So your friends set you up for stuff when they want you to be there. The look on your face is priceless now. So Brandi was the very, very first person to pay her deposit for the retreat. And so I'm so thankful for her and that she I didn't
tell my husband either, you guys. I didn't even tell my husband. I just paid it.
But it was hilarious because I don't even think I got the confirmation that the email had gone out, and I got an email, a PayPal notification.
I was not playing. There's only 10 spots, y'all. I was not playing.
So Brandi's spot is going to be released because she's going to be doing something else at that retreat. I have been putting some things in her ear, and I actually set her up. So she's working on some things behind the scene.
Oh my goodness.
She's working on some things behind the scenes that are actually going to, the ladies that are in attendance at the Divitude experience, they will be able to get some time with Brandi. And let me just go ahead and announce it. So here for the first announcement, and I'm telling you, I hadn't told her that she was going to do this. I knew she was coming already. So it's like, okay, she's going to be there. But Brandi is actually going to be a featured speaker at the Divitude experience. She is going to be sharing the BERG Method in more detail. She is working actually on a product for BERG that the ladies that are part of the retreat will receive. And those that know me know that when it comes to sewing into others and knowing their time and knowing how much they are worth and their value. So the product that she's working, your investment in the Divitude experience is going to pay for that because I will be paying her for those products and services. We're going to work on the whole package.
Y'all, she's dropping a bomb on me right now, y'all. Just understand this. She knows I love surprises. Keep going, Shell.
So, and I think because I sent you a message and I think it went over your head because I was like, hey, can you start pricing how much it's going to cost for you to get here and when you're going to be here? And that's so funny because that's the way your friends are. She was like, oh, do you need me to come a day early so I can help you set up? And I was like, just tell me how much it's going to cost. So I'm excited to be able to sew into Brandi's business. And I say that because Brandi has sold into me so much over the years, and I'm just excited for 2018. And I'm telling you, the ladies that attend the Divitude experience in October, they will be blessed. They will be set up for success for the remainder of 2018, but we're also focusing on 2019 and beyond. And so we are going to be leaving from the Divitude experience with a strategic plan of action to help us be great, be greater than great within our personal and professional lives. So I'm just excited. So Michelle Brocha, she's on this live stream and supporting us. Michelle was actually the second person to my friends are awesome. She was actually the second person to send her a deposit, and she's actually the first person to be paid in full. So I am so thankful for that. Yes, she is. I'm telling y'all are not playing around. It's making me a little nervous, but I'm okay. But I'm excited. So that was my surprise. Brandi did not know that I was going to say that. She didn't even know that I had all this up my sleeves. I've got a couple other people that I need to reach out to because I've got some things that I want them to be a part of as well. But I'm just, as we get closer and I'm finalizing the plans for the Divitude experience, there's just so many things that are being revealed to me. I've spoken very openly about my level of faith. So Michelle said she just told her husband this weekend. Yo.
You gonna get everybody in trouble, Michelle.
I love it. I absolutely love the people that I am connected with. So if I'm not going to, if you may get some little sneak peeks while we're in Myrtle Beach, but the ladies that are going to be with us in Myrtle Beach are going to, I'm telling y'all don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be amazing because we have a great group that have already committed to being there. And I know that those remaining spots are going to be filled with the right people. So thank you, Brandi.
Yeah. Thank you, Shell. Now I'm going to go cry, y'all. So.
I only know the type of inbox message I'm gonna get after I hit the finish button. Like, really? But I appreciate you guys. I am challenging you. Okay, you need to do the BERG method. I'm going to link to a video where Brandi kind of talks about it in a very short and condensed version. But definitely feel free to leave any questions or comments that you have about how to implement BERG within your business, and she will be able to give you some general answers. Again, we're going to respect her time and we're going to respect her knowledge. So if you're wanting more in-depth, detailed ways on how this could help you, go to the link that I have pinned to this video, and you can book a consultation session with Brandi to where she can really help you come up with strategies. And that's one of her gifts and talents, is where she's able to really pull out things within people to help them to make money. Like that's her thing. Like she is really, really good at finding ways to help you make more money, not just as a digital influencer. Like she has given me ideas and she has given me things to implement that have made me significant income within my business. So I'm thankful to you, friend, for that. I appreciate you. I love you, and let's have a great week.
Love you, Shell. Have a great week, friends.
All right.
Bye.